we spend so much time agonizing, and we try and have that big moment, the big reveal, and you say that's worthless.
This is so great because usually scientists have these kind of depressing findings that you have to work harder, do more exercise, and this is one like, just take it easy, don't try so hard.
Yeah.
And they've actually done a lot of research kind of looking at how people respond to gifts and also how people give gifts and how they feel. And there's this huge disconnect where we feel, I've got to pick out something special for everyone. It's got to be that big moment, that big reveal under the tree. And in fact, the people getting the gifts don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, so, and they think when they see that big moment that you thought, I've got to have the flashy jewelry, I've got to have the big toy under the tree, they're just thinking, what am I going to do with this for the rest of the year?
Yeah, no, I don't mind the flashy jewelry, but you don't have to put a bow around a Lexus. Do you know anyone who's ever gotten a car with a bow on it?
I do not.
No, me neither. I mean, I know it's a great marketing strategy, but it never works. And I mean, imagine if you get a car in the wrong color.
Exactly.
Or if you get beige leather instead of charcoal.
I didn't want a Lexus.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. You have to listen to people's personal registries. So people give you hints throughout the year of what they want and what they need, but we never do that because we're trying to be so creative and unique.
And they don't really care. There are these great studies where they had people give presents to each other. Sometimes it was done really thoughtfully, sometimes, you know, thoughtlessly. And the people knew whether it had been done that way. But the people getting the gift, all they cared about was the gift. Yeah. You know, so they don't care. And you should really listen to people. People are much happier when they get something off their wish list or off their registry than if you're creative and you think that's too late.
And you're not just making this stuff up. Where did you get a lot of this?
This is solid science. I mean, I've actually been studying this stuff for a long time because I've talked to people who study potlatches, you know, the Indian, you know, rituals where they do all that, and you know, and just studying this stuff, they analyze how people feel about gifts, and they find that they're just not, you know, people don't care about the thought.
No, they don't, and they spend way too much time thinking about stuff, and then they spend too much money. And you say that it's okay to regift, which I think is fantastic. I always give gifts in mind, hoping that people will give them to someone else if they don't like it.
Now you are,
I don't care.
yes, that's great.
Is that bad?
I mean, that's another.
Does that make me a sociopath?
No, that makes you a normal American. You know, I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that, but they found that people feel really guilty about regifting, and they think they shouldn't. But when they ask people, do you mind if someone regifts something you gave them, people say, no, that's fine. That's their gift. They can do whatever they want with it.
No.